it.
Wait for it.
When to reuse.
Well, recycle that monitor.
Reuse is the second word in the mantra, reduce, reuse, recycle, of course. But as well-intentioned as you might be to keep things out of the landfill, not everything can be reused. There we go. All right, on the day list now this morning, I've got a couple things you can reuse and a couple of things you can't. All right, number one, cooking oil. No. Nope, do not reuse cooking oil. Some sources say you can, that you can strain it and reuse it, but the oil has already begun to break down from the heat, and now undesirable compounds like trans fats have begun to form. Let the oil cool completely, then discard it safely in the garbage. Don't dump it down the drain. Cooking oil, a big no. All right, number two, how about those grocery store jars, cute little jars you get with jam and pickles and stuff for canning?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, yeah, so you bought those cute little jams in their cute little jars, but as tempting as it may be to reuse those, maybe for your own jam gifts, it's not safe to reuse grocery store jars for home canning. You might think you're saving money by using those, or pickle jars or something, but you might actually be setting yourself up for a big mess or even an injury. Grocery store jars that once held spaghetti sauce, pickles and other foods like that should not be reused for home canning. The glass is not as thick, and it makes them more likely to shatter or explode when they're heated up, which you have to do for cooked jams. Perfectly fine to use them for storage. You want to put your pencils and craft doodads in them? That's fine. Don't reuse them for food. And number three, parchment paper. Yes!
Oh.
Big yes on parchment paper.
Okay.
Talking about cooking parchment. You can reuse cooking parchment for cookies several times. It also works for other dry dishes, depending on the cooking time and the temperature, no problem. Change the paper out when it gets dirty or dark and brittle, as it may it'll start to look a little crispy like the edges of a burned English muffin at that point. Then you do want to throw it out. But it's great to use on a cookie sheet instead of cooking spray, because after a while that cooking spray just gunks up and you cannot get it off of your cookie sheet. So if you use parchment paper, your cookies will turn out perfectly every time. I'm telling you, give it a go. All right, more things you can reuse and things you cannot are linked to gooddaysacramento.com. Click show info there at the top of the page, and then today's date. Thank you guys.
All right, thank you very much. Young boy